Yeah, we're live now. Are you ready? I can't hear you. You gotta put your headphone back in. Can you hear me now?
Okay, that was
Good.
That was strange. That was very strange.
Yeah, this just crazy, man. They're trying to cancel sports.
I've been said that.
No, like at like recreational sports, like for kids.
Oh, for kids
in the fall, because some schools are opening, but some are not. So
that's very true.
So it's like, you ain't messing with my check. You better open.
Oh my goodness. She's like, I need to get paid.
You better open these schools.
But,
at least for virtual.
Risk these kids' safety. They don't need class.
Right.
They don't need to be safe out here. There you go. There you go.
Wait for you to switch. This is what happens before we go live, guys.
Yeah, they don't need to know that.
I mean, we're live on YouTube right now, so.
What is your point? I don't know. What are you talking about? All right, we're here. We're here now. We're going to go ahead and get down to it. As you guys can see, I just got fresh fade. You know, we out here looking nice, looking crispy. But welcome to the Only Amigos podcast. I'm your host, Bryce Lindsay, with my co-host, Christus, with the mostest, Canty.
What up, though?
What up, though? So we're going to get into it. First order of business today, I think I want to bring up the MLB. As we all know, they were the first team to potentially bring back sports and hopefully save this summer and our world as we know it. They have failed drastically.
Yes, they have.
They have failed drastically. It was going good. Like, we were 8 games into the season. I'm over here excited thinking, like, yo, this might really work. I might actually watch baseball for once because, you know, it's only 60 games instead of 120.
Mm-hmm.
But, nah, man, for some odd reason, Florida just wants to be the worst possible place on earth. I don't know how they do it.
Didn't one team is like they're not playing any more games?
Yeah. What team was that? I can't remember.
I forgot. It's like either like the Marlins or something like that. I don't know.
The Marlins are the team that has the 17 COVID cases.
They was like, yeah, man, he's got a home run. What up, COVID-19?
Yeah, COVID-19.
There it is, COVID-19.
COVID is here to stay, people. We knew this was a thing. We knew this was a possibility, but yet we still tried to fight it.
Shoot. We was like, hey, it's here. We still playing that baseball.
Like I said, it was going real well. For those who don't know, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, which by default makes me a Cincinnati Reds fan. And we were looking really good. We were number 2 in the AL Central.
Yeah, but then you lost to my team, the Detroit Tigers.
We beat you on the first day.
First day y'all beat us, yeah. The
very
second day,
handily, I may add.
The second day, we almost lost because my man's almost gave up a double play.
A double. But we're not going to speak on that, apparently.
Yeah, we're not going to speak on that.
But no.
So but the first game in Detroit against the Kansas City Royals, we were down 10-5 in the fourth.
10-5 in the fourth.
And then I changed the channel in the fourth, not the eighth, the fourth.
I would too. At that point, you know the game's over. Speaking of the Kansas City Royals, Patrick Mahomes.
I love my segues.
Hear about Mahomes, boy?
I heard. I saw that last night. I was like, let me hold $1.
Not only does Patrick Mahomes have the largest contract in sports history, because he's sitting on like $500 million before anything. Like, this is what's going on. I don't get it.
Not before he won a Super Bowl. He deserves that.
Patrick Mahomes has been an MVP of the league, won Rookie of the Year, Super Bowl champ, Madden cover, Super Bowl MVP, and now he is part owner of the Kansas City Royals, all before turning the age of 26.
What am I doing with my life?
I ask myself that question a lot.
I mean, in Chick-fil-A.
This man owns the Royals. He has a $500 million contract for the next 10 years with the Kansas City Chiefs. I didn't even know you could do 10-year contracts in the NFL.
I mean, quarterback maybe, but running back, I'd be damned if I get a 10-year contract and I'm a running back.
I wouldn't be damned if I wouldn't even pay my running back that much money for 10 years. He'd be like this. Yeah, I'll give you $1 million for every year. I
give you $12.
I'm not paying my running back. You sound foolish.
You was crazy.
That's like the Titans did the one thing you should never do, and pay your running back. I like Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry was really good. I thought he was really good when he was at Alabama. You know, his first couple years were real slow. That's okay. What else can you do? You know, there's a learning curve, but they just signed 4 years, $50 million, with about half of that guaranteed. You might as well just got franchise tag and just took like a little smaller deal. You would have made just as much money.
That's true. They might. You never know.
What's the point now? They gave him a $50 million contract. It's $25.5 million guaranteed. I'm not giving you the franchise tag now. You got what you wanted.
Right.
Now they have to pay this man amidst Corona. So we gonna see that he actually gets his money.
Speaking about getting this money, Bryce.
Speaking about getting this money.
You know what Netflix announced today?
Oh, lay it on me. I heard it, but I need confirm my suspicions.
You know what Netflix announced today?
Confirm my suspicions, Mr. Canty.
Netflix is going to air all the classic 1990s and early 2000s black sitcoms.
Black sitcoms, you say?
All on Netflix.
All on Netflix? What we talking about, fam? What shows?
Man, I'm talking girlfriends. I'm talking one-on-one.
One-on-one.
The Parkers.
The Parkers.
The Parkers. Half and half.
Half and half.
Half and half.
Okay. I ain't watch half and half. I did not watch half and half. I'll admit that wholeheartedly.
Did it say one-on-one?
Yeah, you said one-on-one.
Okay.
The game, right? They're bringing back the game, right?
The game is gonna be on there.
Sister.
And we got Alicia.
What are they doing, sister? I swear they're doing sister.
Yeah, sister's gonna be on there.
Yeah, Netflix gonna do some shit.
They better put the D.L. Hughley show on there. That'd be hilarious. Living Single.
If they put Living Single on Netflix, I might have to get my own subscription so I can use my girlfriend.
You're saving money out here, Bryce.
Saving money. Man. Fuck that. We blowing that bitch. We blowing all that.
$8.99 a month right now.
Say less. I get Hulu for free. I could afford this.
Right.
Yeah, but speaking of which, so Netflix is doing big things. They're appealing to a different audience amidst this quarantine. So hopefully more black people will subscribe to Netflix. I think they saw what Disney Plus did and was like, we're gonna want you.
Fam, you know what Disney Plus is gonna do this Friday?
We're going what they dropping? You know what
Beyonce's doing on Disney Plus?
I don't know what she's doing on Disney Plus.
Beyonce made her whole movie and it's gonna drop on Disney Plus this Friday.
I'm not watching it. We've been over this, so I'm not watching it.
It's not her. I think she's gonna be in it. But
she produced it.
Yeah, she produced it. So
ladies, that's a different story.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I don't know what time the stock market opens. Put some money into Disney stock right now.
I just might. Like, what's it looking like right now?
I don't know, but I know what it's gonna look like on Monday morning.
Look at these Disney stock prices.
Disney stocks are going up. Oh, Netflix stocks are definitely going to go up.
Disney stocks are looking at about $115 a share.
115. Oh,
115 and some change. 115 and some change.
Let me get about half the company.
Should I buy some stock, bro? I feel like I should buy some stock.
Yeah. We should buy some stock. No, only Amigos should buy some stock.
I'm for sure not buying any stock in the Netflix right now because that's a little high.
What is it, 300?
484.
484.
484. You know what I should do, bro? Let me check this out real quick.
What do you say, Netflix?
Oh, it's a wrap.
What?
I'm about to buy a whole bunch of Spirit stock.
You should have seen Spirit when the corona, like when the quarantine was like when we were deep in the quarantine. That was hilarious. Spirit was like $2.
And $20 flights. Take you anywhere you want to go.
I was like, I could literally own Spirit.
Spirit Airlines over here talking about. I just saw this. This was 22 hours ago. Reported by Fox Business, so you know it's a credible source because it's business and Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Says that 20 to 30% of workers at risk of being furloughed from Spirit Airlines.
Man, first of all, they took the seatbelts away. Now they're taking the flight attendants away too.
They took the seatbelts away?
I don't know what they took the seat. It's a Spirit joke. It's a Spirit joke.
I was about to say they took the seatbelts away. I was like, wait a minute now. I don't trust this at all, my friend.
They take your reading light and everything. Come on.
The reading light? The reading light.
They're trying to save money.
Man, fuck that money.
Took the windows away.
The windows?
I don't know. It's Spirit.
Yeah, but I'm not going to invest in anything right now, bro. I'm not investing in Southwest Airlines anytime soon. I mean, you could. It's not that expensive. It's like $32 a share right now.
Shoot.
For all you people who don't know, we do talk about stocks and business on this podcast every now and then. Not a lot, but
because that's what good friends should do. They should talk about stocks.
We should talk about ways to build generational wealth, which is another topic we can break up a little bit later since we're planning on being on this thing for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah,
we got 2 weeks of news to get over.
We have a lot of look. About $23 for the Delta stock.
Yeah, you're going to shoot. They could be like, "Sir, where's your passport?" I was like, "Man, I own half the company. Let me in."
If you really want to buy some shit, buy American Airlines. They send it about $11. Thinking about $11.50 right now for American Airlines. I like American though. I don't have a problem with American.
I only flown on American like twice.
I don't have a problem with American.
That was out of I needed it because Delta was too expensive.
But you a Delta guy, right?
Yeah. No, all the Delta flights were taken, so I had to get on American. I was like, you know what? Let's get on American real quick. Let's settle.
I'll just look this up real quick. Just because I'm like in the mood for like airlines.
Yeah, since you're in the mood for airlines, you know, 318 for
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah. So yeah, it's been a lot going on in the world.
We'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you, sir.
We'll get back to you.
What's going on in the world? I saw that Tiffany Haddish like shaved her head.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, all right, Tiffany.
She was
all right, Tiff. I call her by like we friends and stuff. I'll be like, all right, Tiff.
All right, Tiff. So yeah. So like she cut her hair. It's been recently reported with everything going on in the world that she's afraid to have children because racism scares her. As it should. I'm not gonna lie.
It should. I mean, that's what almost every black family before they start a family, they think about those things.
Yeah, it is a big thing to think about. Like how would my children react, to racism in the world? How am I going to raise my children to react to racism in the world? Do I tell them to be strong individuals, not give a damn about what other people think, or do I tell them to fight back and prove people wrong?
Instead of having a little like sheep and ducks above the crib, you have a huge picture of Malcolm X.
Basically. I had one of Jesse Owens in my baby's crib like this. He's gonna be fast and understand what it means to be like.
Fast. Jesse Owens, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. You want to be more like Malcolm. Martin was cool, but Malcolm got shit done. But you also want to be like Jesse. He ran in front of Hitler now.
He did. He looked Hitler in his eye and was like this.
He was like, I'm going to beat all you Nazis.
Say it again.
With my Adidas on.
With my Adidas on. My Adidas.
Made by your people.
Damn German. But I was like since we're like segueing into the whole thing with Tiffany Haddish and saying why she's fearful to have children. They tried to boycott the MLB.
What'd they do?
What did they do in the MLB, Chris? I'll tell you what they did in the MLB. Players decided to take a stand in solidarity and take a knee during the playing of the national anthem in the MLB.
What you talking?
And to your disbelief, Chris, as hard as this may be to believe, fans were outraged.
They were. I saw that on Facebook. Cause you know when you look at the news, it's like love, and then you see the angry face. I'm like, all right, who put the angry face here? Who put the angry face down? And of course, okay, I think one of my comments might have went huge because there was this one lady. He was like, "Stop disrespecting the flag, you N-words and stuff." I was like, then I proceeded to take my phone and lit this old lady up. I lit her up so bad on Facebook.
You just sitting there like this.
I was like, first of all, I was like this on my phone. I was like, first of all, it was a good letter, bro.
Look,
I called her a Karen. It's amazing.
She got to be a Karen for that one.
You little Karen, I want to speak to the manager looking.
Oh, Karen, I want to speak to the manager looking faces. But nah, yeah. So fans took the boycott in the MLB in a shocking turn of events because players decided to take a knee in solidarity. Not only American players, but also their white counterparts as well.
Mm-hmm.
It just blows my mind. It's like it's mind-boggling that like the fact that regardless of everything that we've seen in the world, regardless of everything like all the evidence that's still been shown, people still think that taking a knee during the national anthem is disrespecting the country and the flag. The flag.
I mean, I understand their stance. However, they're getting mad at something that you shouldn't be mad about. It is. Yes, it could be disrespecting the flag. However, you're oversharing what we're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying?
The message here, the
message isn't we're not like F the flag. We're saying some stuff needs to change.
Stuff needs to change, man. Like, what bigger platform to use than sports? It's the biggest known commodity in the country. Mm-hmm. Nothing is bigger than sports.
It's gotta change.
We marketed it. We revolutionized it. People make money off the likeness of people.
Mm-hmm.
What bigger platform to use than sports? I don't understand it. I don't understand why people are so upset about this. Like, if the Colin Kaepernick thing didn't show you anything, was the commissioner of the NFL reneging on his statement to being like this. Yeah, maybe we fumbled the bag on this one the first time. We dropped the ball there, Colin. We apologize. You should still have a job. We sorry we blackballed you. When you come back to the league, I make more money not being here than being here. Say less.
I'd be like, fam.
It's a lot going on in the world, man. It's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what Trump did?
What did Trump do?
Bryce. All right, so
he wore a mask.
Oh, so it's real now. They can't kill people.
He wore a mask, and like with him wearing the mask, I believe his constituents will follow suit and also begin to wear masks in supermarkets and stores. Little late though.
Yeah, after thousands of people have died. But
not even the fact that thousands of people have died, it's just the fact that some bigger corporations or retailers are now considering not making people wear masks while they come into the stores.
Okay. Shoot.
So
if you want to stop the spread and go back to quote unquote normal, wear a mask.
Again, scientists have said you want to stop the spread, you want things to get back to normal. If everybody committed to wearing a mask in public and around other people for at least 6 weeks, so we're talking a month and a half, people, we can see a drastic decrease in numbers.
But they ain't gonna do that.
They're not, and it's okay.
All we have to do is go back to what we did in April: shut down everything.
They're not going to do that again because we don't have any more money to give out. We don't have any more money for unemployment.
Man, they better give me $2,000 a month.
We're not Canada.
And $1,000 if you have a business. Crisscross LLC coming your way.
We're out here. Crisscross LLC.
Bryce Lindsay LLC. Get the extra 1,000.
The extra grand. We getting the little PP the little PPO loans, whatever.
We're breaking generational
generational
work of curses.
Generational curses with this one, man. Generational wealth for building it.
Wait, Bryce. Yesterday on the Great Debaters, we talked about Sprint and our Sprint bills and how Sprint is horrible. We're like, we're gonna break this generational curse. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna be on Sprint no more.
We're not, because now
we're going to Verizon. We're going to T-Mobile, Verizon.
I don't mind Sprint. I don't mind Sprint because like now Sprint lets you like use the internet while you talk on your phone.
Right.
It just took him forever.
He was like, "Hey man, let me check the score. I can't."
I used to hate being on the phone talking to a representative about something like this. Okay, we're going to send you a code. I'm like. With my service, I can't receive that message.
I can't.
Is there any way that you could email it to me? I'm on the Wi-Fi right now.
Good times.
It's terrible, but no. I mean, thank you T-Mobile for merging with Sprint. I did see some crazy stuff though. I was thinking about upgrading my phone the other day because I was like, I could buy the phone for like $170, or I could upgrade my phone. And I was like, yo, they got me an offer here. Like, what's this offer? It's a 2-year contract. It's a 2-year contract, and I'd have to get for the 11 Pro Max, right? So the bigger version of the 11 Pro. 83 cents a month for 2 years.
How much?
83 cents a month for 2 years. And in my mind,
ladies and gentlemen, we are breaking generational curses.
The only thing,
I can't even say it right no more.
The only catch was I would have to pay at least like $550 for the phone.
Straight up?
Like upfront.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it's like $550 upfront, but like for the next 2 years, you only pay 83 cents a month for the phone. So it's like you can't really beat that.
You'd be like, man, I pay my phone bill.
Yeah, my phone bill.
And then I'll be coming around the corner. Yeah, 83 cents a month.
My phone bill better be cheap as shit. So like I got the unlimited plan. That's only like I think $80. Without the taxes and fees, it's only like $80. So I have the unlimited plan, and with that, I'm over here thinking, fees. Right? They do. I'm hitting fees.
Your hidden fees are $700, and if you wear Nikes, you got to pay an extra $400. I'd be like, what?
What Nikes? I'm gonna wear Adidas. Oh, Adidas are $5.
Man, I'm wearing Pumas.
Oh, Pumas.
These things hurt like a mug.
Pumas are $6.
$6? Drake.
Now you niggas tripping. Y'all niggas are tripping.
Speaking of tripping, Donald Trump is going to send federal agents to Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, and Milwaukee.
And what is it?
I think it's the violence or something.
Oh, for violence? You mean
for Operation Legend to stop
violent
protests and violent crime. No, to stop rising violent crime rates.
I mean, it sucks.
Good luck, Mr. Trump.
Good luck. Things are getting worse and worse. Like I get a report of something every day in Philadelphia, and like it surprised me, like what I see, and I'm over here like this. You can't have one day where things are just calm. Like something's always just last week. What was it? Just last week, I was on my way to work, and right before I went to work, some guy had escaped police custody, like right down the street from my house, and was running through the neighborhood.
Hey,
I was at work. I looked through my window. Nah,
I'm playing. Like, what up, bro?
I was at work. Looked through my window, and all I see is a bunch of police officers. I'm over here in my thinking to myself like this: why are there so many cops outside the house right now? I look down at my phone. I have the alert, and it's like, oh yeah, escaped murderer is running loose in the streets of Philadelphia.
It's like, do they know something I don't know?
In my neighborhood. He had like posting himself up in his house. Police had to like not even like a house that someone lives in. It's like they're building the house to rent out or sell, obviously. You have this murderer in the house right now, just like broke his way in through somebody's backyard.
Right.
And the police break down the front door to capture him. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So something's going down every day in Philadelphia. Things are escalating a lot. I would not lie about that.
things are escalating like mentally, psychologically, because people crazy. You can't even get a Coney anymore in Detroit. You get shot.
That was one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen in my life, man. It's just
did you see that video
where he just killed 3 people in the Coney Island? Yeah.
You just went up to him, straight up shot him. Like he's like, man,
it was like an argument,
right?
But not only the shooting that happened in the Coney, but it's like police officers are like firing at protesters with like rubber bullets and like just being overly violent. So I get that, you know, the protests are still going on. I get that everybody doesn't like it. And it's just like, I mean, not everybody doesn't like it. It's just like, I get where it can be a distraction and it can be seen as something where it's kind of like, well, why is this still happening? Well, when they were marching for civil rights, the civil rights movement lasted, like how many years? Almost a decade?
Yeah.
So no, this is not going to happen. This isn't going to go away anytime soon, people. I don't know what you thought this was, but it's not what you think it is.
Mm-mm. I don't know what this stuff means. I'll look it up later.
But I don't know what people thought this was. I don't know what people thought, like how it's supposed to end. The civil rights movement lasted over a decade. It started in 1954 and ended in 1968.
Yeah.
And this is just for civil.
That was just a movement. They had other things.
A movement.
That was just a movement.
This is the movement. The movement
stuff that happened way before that.
This is the movement. This happened for like over a decade. This happened for like 14 years, people. This is a movement for civil rights, for a race of people. Civil rights, not even like legal or birth rights, civil. They're going to be treated equally. And we're still asking for the same thing.
They're going to do this to me now.
60 years later.
Here we go. Well, speaking of civil rights and equality and humanitarian awards.
Okay. Did you win something?
No, not me.
No, well.
You know me. I'm a political moderate, so yeah. It's humanitarian, yeah. You're stretching yourself.
Maybe not.
Maybe, but Colin Kaepernick and Dr. Anthony Fauci are to receive the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Award, according to Black Enterprise. So that'll be good. That'll be good.
Maybe.
Yeah. Especially Anthony Fauci, man. Anthony Fauci, man. He's been. I know he wanted to backslap Trump so many times when he was up at the podium.
No, I used to remember like seeing him like close his eyes, but like he'll give that look like this. If you weren't the president, I'd beat the shit out of you right now.
Be like, oh, I want to hit you so bad. He'd be right here. I'd be like,
nah, you're Anthony. I applied Dr. Fauci.
What if Anthony Fauci did a Sharkeisha to Donald Trump? He's like, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. The COVID tests are down. He'd be like, Sharkeisha, no!
Fauci, no!
Such a motherfucking
Just sitting back over here like this. Jesus fucking Christ.
My phone be blowing up. CNN, Fox News.
Every day, bro. Anthony Fauci beats
Network.
President.
Entertainment Tonight.
Anthony Fauci beats president. I applaud Dr. Fauci for everything that he's done in the midst of this whole pandemic.
Yes.
It's been nice to see. It's been great to see. Deeply appreciated his expertise and knowledge to the people and trying to give us some semblance and some guidance through the first pitch at the Nationals game, by the way.
I saw that.
Wasn't
a really good pitch. But
didn't look bad, though.
His form was off. But it's all about the star. It's not about the actual pitch.
We don't really care about those things. You know, you were there. You did it.
If I did my first pitch, I'd be like a Scotty Smalls from Sandlot. I just roll it in.
Oh, my God.
Wait, hold up, Bryce. Look.
You feel like a girl. I am a girl. But I don't know. But yeah, the things are getting crazy around the nation. Detroit's just one of those cities where things can escalate very quickly, as in Cleveland and Chicago, of course. I think Chicago's like probably been going through it worse than any other city in the country so far, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Not even like just with coronavirus cases, but I think it's like deaths of citizens. whether it be gang related or otherwise.
Like Detroit, we just like I think it was Sunday night. Like Sunday night between like 2 a.m. and like 5 a.m. Like Monday morning, 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Sunday night, Monday morning. There was like drag races all around town. People doing donuts. I saw a live feed from someone's Facebook that they were doing donuts and stuff. Yeah. And then after they did the donuts, they lost control of their car and hit like 3 people, like full speed. I was like, y'all acting crazy for no reason.
For no reason.
Go home.
I'm just, yeah, man. It's just there.
The same thing happened in Chicago too.
Yeah, like you said, Chicago is one of those places. I have nothing but love for Chicago, bro. I love the city.
Like y'all just need to get your stuff together.
I'm
going straight downtown every time I go to Chicago.
Just an hour ago, they arrested the Chicago Black Disciples gang leader.
Or who they think is
or who
they think
the Black Disciples. That's the report. But
gang leader.
But not so I definitely think that Chicago is one of those cities where I don't think Operation Legend is needed, but definitely something needs to change there in regards to either handling citizens and crime. It's been too prevalent for too long in some of these neighborhoods, such as the south and west sides of Chicago. If you've been there, you know.
Yeah. It's a rough place.
It is a rough place. But oh
wow, they were charged in a federal case. Yeah. Federal investigation.
Yeah. So it's legit.
It's just drug and gun trafficking. We're good. But it's all good. It's all good.
I mean, FBI's popping up everywhere. I had I don't know if I should say this. I had one of the members at my gym tell me about an incident that recently just happened at his job. I used to work there. He was still there. We never met beforehand, but we just had that connection that he worked. The FBI came in and served papers.
Hey.
It's a federal indictment. He was like, the paperwork was like 52 pages long, and I was like, oh, that's serious.
They're like, we want you.
Someone's going to jail.
And especially if the FBI comes after you with 52 pages, they got some stuff. They waiting like Kobe, like, we got the stuff. And anything you might try to get you out of this, we got a rebuttal for it.
You ain't got it. Nah, but I mean, it's illegal.
2 + 2 is 4. No, but 3 + 1 is 4 too.
2 + 2 also 3 is 1. 4 + 0 and 1 + 3.
4 + 0
and 1 + 3.
6 take away 2 as well.
6 take away 2. 7 - 3.
Why do I say take away still? I'm like 4 years old.
6 take away the 2. But no, it's a crazy world we live in, man. I'm glad that we're still here. I'm glad that we're still kicking, but at the same time, I fear for a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Amidst COVID, I mean, like people are locked into their own cities. People are locked up in their own cities. So let's try to do better as a people, but maintain our identity here.
What? I'm looking at go ahead.
It's cool, bro. Give me the timeline. What's going on?
I'm looking at the list you sent me this morning.
Are you looking at that rapper list?
Yeah, the rapper list. Let's talk about the rapper list.
We can talk about that rapper list. I just want to bring up one more thing before we do.
Okay.
Kanye said what?
What'd he say?
Kanye's first political rally for his presidential campaign in South Carolina.
After he said he quit.
After he said he quit, he had his presidential campaign in South Carolina. Kanye goes off the flipping deep end.
He did.
I don't know what he was on. Out here persecuting young black women in the crowd for wearing masks, calling them sheep, going on his rant, telling people that Harriet Tubman never freed slaves.
She never freed the slaves. She just gave them to the white people.
In Kanye's defense, and I'm only speaking of this as a fan of Kanye, which is terrible of me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I understood what he was saying because he was like, she may have freed them physically, but she didn't free their minds.
That's true. That's true.
So I get what Kanye was saying. I'm not going to be like one of those Kanye fans who like, you weren't thinking on his level, bro. He's an intellect. You guys aren't understanding what he's saying. No.
First of all, it's Kanye.
If that's what you wanted to say, Kanye, you got to say that first. You don't just come out here and tell people Harriet Tubman never freed the slaves. Which she did. What's going on, Chris?
Go ahead. I'm looking at this list.
You looking at the list? Yeah, you look at the list. You saw something, right? I mean, like besides his Harriet Tubman comment and him going on his rant about abortion, because Wait.
Remember that part? He was like, yo, no, Get Out was about me and Kim. I was like, I threw my phone across the table. As soon as I was like,
I didn't know what to say. I didn't. What do you want to do? I was laughing, man. It was so funny. I was over here like this. Get Out was about me. I was like,
we have to vote for Biden.
No one write Kanye in on your ballot, please.
If you vote for Kanye, you're voting for Trump.
You vote for anybody other than what your political party or your stance is, you're voting for your opposite. It could be Trump.
I don't care if you hate Biden. I know you hate Trump.
Some people don't, bro. Some people really love that man.
Some people love him, and I'm not talking to them because they're gonna vote for him regardless. But for the people on the other side of the spectrum who think that you can vote in someone else other than the primary person, you are in for a rude awakening.
That's why we need to all just band together and inform the people and the public so they stop making these very uninformed decisions so we don't have to have these talks all the time.
Right.
You
can still vote for Bernie Sanders. No. Stop it.
You have your decision. Vote for the right guy. Get him out of office.
Get him out. That's the only thing we want right now. Because now they're talking about putting us back in schools with no COVID protection. I'm like, first of all, what you're not going to do is put our black kids back in the schools.
They don't have any, like, the worst part about this whole sending kids back to the school thing is like they're only doing it to children in urban areas. Like,
yeah, because most suburban schools, even more affluent urban schools have virtual.
They can afford the e-learning. They can afford it.
No, like, they can afford it, and their parents can afford it.
Yeah.
Because the parents, some of them have to stay home, but some people have single mother, single father parents. Like, where are they gonna go?
And that's like I had this conversation with
You can't leave your child there alone.
I had this conversation with one of my coworkers who was a teacher. She works at the gym part time. She doesn't work a lot because she's a teacher and she has to be up early all the time. But yeah, she's like we talk about it all the time. She's like, I work for the Philadelphia public school system with like kids with disabilities, like mental disabilities or learning disabilities.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, most of those kids, they're not going to be able to. They can't focus at home. Their parents aren't home to like help them focus and do schoolwork because their parents work jobs that are quote unquote essential, or like they're either service workers, or they're like working retail, or they work in like warehouses or factories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And these are the parents who have like the off-putting hours so they can't be at home with their kids, and it's a shame to see. It's a shame to see. It's a big shame to see that this is happening, and this is why we tell people to reallocate funding from these armed forces. I said what I said.
Armed forces and some people who don't need the funds.
People who don't need. I said what I said. Like there's no reason. If I could you can Google right now. Like I said, we did it before, the U.S. military spending budget and how much money they have. You can take a third of that, redistribute it amongst other public works and public services that the country gives, or other public offices that the country gives and departments. And you can see massive increases in revenue, not even like revenue there, but you can see massive increases in resources that would be provided to these to schools, to agriculture, to infrastructure, just
especially infrastructure.
We can make.
We still have cities with bad water.
Flint, right. Amongst other things. So, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous at this point that we've never fought for the reallocation. I mean, people have brought it up multiple times in any given, like, any city, any given, like, in the state of any country at this time. Mm-hmm. Reallocate the funding. I don't. Oof. When I read that, my blood was boiling. So I really didn't know what to think.
You know what had my blood boiling today?
What had your blood boiling, Chris?
Let me look at YouTube because I can look at my history because I'm gonna.
Oh, you watched the video?
I'm gonna bring up the actual name so I don't get it wrong.
Nah, I'm here for this.
All right, let me see what I was watching.
Show me.
All right. Yesterday, for about 6 hours in our state's capital, Attorney General William Barr was on the stand talking about. I mean, he was testifying, for all this crazy stuff that's going on in Washington D.C. He was like, there was like, you want to get like Trump's friend out and some other white supremacists out of prison sentences, but you don't want to fight for Tamir Rice's case. You ain't gonna fight for Breonna Taylor's case. Like, come on, y'all.
Again, hashtag Breonna Taylor.
George Floyd, even though they're gonna, they're in the process of, going after those cops, but
I mean, and even that's like a stretch for the most part, because you got
the unions and stuff, the police unions and stuff,
and stuff like that. I mean, even the officers in the George Floyd case are like, that's a stretch. The men that killed Ahmaud Arbery, also a stretch, which is still
it's gonna be a stretch. It's gonna be a close one.
We had one officer get fired from his job. I'm pretty sure he probably has already found a job in another precinct somewhere. Haven't looked into it.
Or another city
for that matter.
Like the one cop that shot Tamir Rice. He was from another city, and then Cleveland hired him for doing the same thing. That's the crazy thing.
I don't know.
I'm like, we need to get these people on public record.
I don't know.
Speaking of that,
I'm here for it.
Speaking of that, Bryce.
Lay it on me, friend.
I think it was Kim Worthy.
Right.
She came out, I think it was last week or like a few days ago.
I'm listening.
She came out and listed every cop in Detroit.
I'm listening.
That had like a grievance or like an internal affairs investigation against them.
I feel like this is an astronomical number you're going to tell me.
It was a lot. She was like, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, she had a list.
I was like, it's 10 o'clock. Y'all supposed to go off the air by now. I'm like, it was crazy. I'm like, all right, we snitching now. That's what we're supposed to do.
Fuck it.
That's literally what she said. She put her glasses down with a little tilt. That means she about to say some names. She was like, Jerome, Bryce, Chris. I was like, dang.
Charles Xavier.
Charles Xavier for excessive force. Left the guy with the handcuffs on a pole in the freezing cold and then punched him in the face. I'm like, dang. Come on, y'all. That's that mafia stuff.
I just don't know anymore. It's not even like a slippery slope for what we're walking here. It's just kind of like you guys choose to ignore obvious signs that someone is probably abusing their power.
Right.
And then when punishments should be dealt and consequences should be dealt, it's the people that suffer and not the departments or not the governing body who can't take accountability for the things they've done and the things that they allowed. And that is the problem I think that most people have. Is just that there's a lack of accountability for this.
Yeah.
If something happens in my neighborhood.
And then we have an attorney general who won't do nothing but get President Trump's friend out. I'm like, fam, We said this from the beginning. He don't care about his own people.
He does it, but like, wait, what happened to that one chick, Maxine Ghislaine?
Which one?
The one lady that was coming out about the Epstein case. What happened to her?
Is she safe? I don't know. I don't know. We ain't talking about it.
I haven't heard anything since she said she was going to trial or coming out. I haven't heard anything about her. And I'm like, this. Is she alive? Because we need this to happen.
I'm telling you, once you speak out, say it. They're going to find you.
This is all I really need. I need people, if we're going to vote and we get Trump out of office, I only have one expectation. And I really need this to happen. I need the court of law to try that man to the full extent of the law. Because I ain't forget that when he get out, he going to be on trial.
He going to be on trial.
When he's no longer the president of these United States, he will be on trial.
He ain't going to be able to pull a Putin. He ain't going to be able to do that. This America, baby.
I just want people to remember this. Like he's going back on trial when he leaves office, whether it be this year or 4 years from now. He's going to be sitting in front of a judge.
Well, I mean, he's over 70, so you know, every day is a gift. So speaking of that, I told you I can't have a humanitarian award.
It's okay. It's okay.
Speaking of that, speaking of Biden, who do you think is going to be as vice president?
You know, I looked at the list a little bit. I didn't really get a full glimpse of it. I checked it out and I was like, oh, okay. I can see some of these. Like, I think the Kamala Harris, I think that was the one that kind of stuck out to me the most, but I don't think it's not saying it's not possible. I think that's the least likely there.
Let me see. Vice president choices. That'll be 40 years from now. I said 2040. Low key, if he picks Bernie Sanders, it's over.
Oh yeah. People are gonna sit there and be like this. He won.
Right.
He won. He won.
Shoot. Like, I mean, like when Hillary ran, I don't know who her running mate was.
I can't remember.
I don't remember who that man was. I don't know. CEO of Burt's Pizza. I don't know. Something. I don't know. But yeah, whoever becomes the vice president needs to. He or she needs to like bring a lot of people out.
Susan Rice, Kamala Harris, Karen Bass. I don't know why people hate on Karen Bass so much.
Because her name is Karen. We don't want a Karen in the office.
Also, she's a black Karen though.
No, we don't want a black Karen either. That's even worse.
Tammy Duckworth. I think the impressive thing is that like half of like the potential like running mates are all female, or like the majority.
Right. Let me look at Al Jazeera because Susan Rice. What?
I think Big Gretch was on that list.
No, fam. Big Gretch needs to be on there. Cuomo needs to be on there.
Sure. Put Kwame Kilpatrick on that job.
Whoopi Goldberg needs to be vice president.
Put Kwame Kilpatrick on that job. You know he'll be able to like figure something out.
If they put Kwame Kilpatrick on there, I might vote for Trump.
I
might vote for Trump. I'd be like, they'd be like, sir, it's only 2 bubbles. I was like, I know. I know it's gonna be a hard one. There's a lot of stuff we have to vote for next week in Michigan. Do you guys have an election in Pennsylvania coming up?
I think we might actually, like another primary election.
I think we're voting for our senators in Michigan. We ain't voting for the black guy because he's a Republican.
Nah, I don't think we have anything else coming up this year. We had our primaries back in June.
Oh, June? Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, we had the primaries back in June.
Michigan election. I can't spell it.
That's the one thing about living in another state. It's like having to relearn like who all your constituents are here. Not your constituents, but like who all the elected officials can be.
Mm-hmm.
That's like really hard to do.
You're like, dang, didn't I just vote in Michigan?
Even when I was in Michigan, I was still doing absentee ballots for Ohio. So like that's where all my stuff was still at.
Oh yeah. Man, forget the absentee ballot. You better bring 8 friends to the polls on November 3rd.
I mean, I can get 8. Look, I might take that whole day off just to go vote.
And then Bryce, we're gonna have great debaters, live reactions to
at the polls.
For the polls.
At the polls.
No. For the election, 8:00 to like midnight. We're just gonna be like, oh, you got California. That'd be crazy if Donald Trump wins California. I'd be like, it's over. We're done. We're done.
Boy.
All they have to do is wear the mask. Well, he might win Florida.
Ain't nothing really changed on my part of PA. Like all of our
Oh yeah, because you're Philly, right?
Yeah. Everything's blue this way.
Philly's all blue, baby. Now once you get out of Philly, you might see,
I think
a Trump sticker.
Like when you think of Pennsylvania, like you only really think of like 2 places, which is Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Unless you know like the capital, which is Harrisburg. Like anywhere in between like that, it's just like all rural areas. So it's like you already know what that is.
Mm-hmm. You already know.
You like, I mean, sometimes you get like a few outliers where it's like, oh wait, you vote blue. Yeah, I do. Sometimes you get like a few people.
My brother.
Sometimes you get like a few people who decide to be a little bit more liberal in those rural areas. Sometimes, not a lot though.
Right.
It's okay. I'm not mad at it.
One of the people I was playing soccer with, he was like, "Oh, you don't like the Republicans anymore?" I was like, "No, I don't like Trump. There's a difference."
I see. That's the thing.
There's a difference.
That's the thing. I don't mind.
I don't love the Republicans.
I don't mind Republican.
They're
candidates.
wonderful people.
I really don't. I don't mind Republican candidates. I do believe. I think Obama's. Was it Mitt Romney or was it what the fuck was his name?
McCain?
Oh yeah, was it McCain that he faced first or second? I can't remember.
Yeah, McCain was first and Romney was 2012.
Yeah, I didn't like Mitt Romney. McCain, on the other hand, I didn't think was actually a bad candidate.
He just had a bad history.
Yeah, that was really,
he was actually the first one who was like, don't say bad things about Obama. He's a nice guy. That's kind of what switched everybody over.
That is what switched everybody. I mean, because he was a war veteran. He was a respectable guy. You'll obviously listen to someone who has respect like that, you know?
Right.
So I respected McCain for that in that sense. He wasn't a bad candidate. It's just like you can't get behind everything. You obviously can't get behind everything he says, but like in his hands, you could possibly see the country being ran in a positive direction. The fact that we voted in a reality star, that's where I draw the line.
No, not a reality star. A reality star with failed businesses, womanizer, misogynist, racist, and an optimist.
Yeah, that guy.
And an optimist in global pandemics. That we don't have to wear a mask. It'll be just fine. Like people are dying, sir.
Yeah, that's my issue. That's
you play golf. People are dying.
That's my issue. Like I didn't. And like people were just like, and you had some people who like after you voted in, it's kind of like, well, I guess we just have to see what happens and give him a chance. You're right. We do have to see what happens and give him a chance.
We give him a chance. But that first day was rough.
That first year.
That first day, that was like.
You had to get over it. You had to deal with that.
That first day, I remember the first day after the election in 2016. Eastern was like a ghost town.
It wasn't that it was a ghost town. You could just tell where the divide was because like people were showing. You knew where people stood after that.
I knew. I was like, all right.
You knew where people. I told you like the one time like I went to my
friend.
I had a final the next day.
Block. I'm playing.
Like I had a final the next day. A kid came into class with the Trump 2020 hat on.
Man.
And I was just like, and you look at him and you're like this. But at the same time, you have to think like everybody wasn't raised like me. Everybody has to think like me. And I'll put it like this. My granddad is like 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a Republican voter his entire adult life.
Hey, some people aren't for the The person, they're just for the party.
That's exactly what it was. Like he didn't pick any particular person. It was just kind of like I grew up with these type of values, and they align with what I think. So I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to keep voting Republican. A lot of people don't know these parties switched at one point in history. The Democratic Party wasn't always so progressive. The Republican Party wasn't always so conservative.
Right. Actually, there was two elections where literally the whole country was all blue at one time. I think it was Reagan in '80 when the whole country was red.
Sad. No, not sad. It was just telling.
It was at a time. I mean, based on those numbers, it was at a time when the country unified after like a cause, like something needed to change. Like I think it was Roosevelt. I think it was all blue or red, one of them colors, and that was when we were poor. Same thing happened with Reagan. We were all poor. He was like, "I'm gonna bring money, trickle down economics." Man,
shut up. Shit don't work.
In hindsight, we're like, "Shut up." Back in 1979, people were like, "Oh, okay, I want some money."
No one knew better. No one knew better. We had the Reagan era. Yeah, the Reagan era, where they flooded drugs into the black community.
Right.
Look it up. It really happened.
It's still happening to this day.
And you ask why black people don't like the government.
Or have police brutality problems.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That makes total sense.
It makes sense. I've already asked you, sir, like where does crime, like when you think of crime, where does it mostly happen? Right?
Where crime happens?
Where crime happens, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I love having those arguments with people.
Right.
I love having those arguments with people. But yeah, man, it's a different time to live in, bro. It's a funny time. It's a funny time that we live in, to be honest with you.
We need to have a special.
A special what?
To educate these people on what's going to happen on November 3rd.
No one's going to listen.
They don't act right.
No one's going to listen. Sorry.
Harambe is dead. He's not going to win the presidency.
If anyone votes in another fucking dead gorilla.
If you vote libertarian, I will see you in hell.
If you vote Libby? True.
If you're mad at Trump and then vote libertarian, I swear to God.
I'd rather vote Libby right now, my guy.
No, bro. Libertarians only going to get 20,000 votes.
Okay.
Trump's going to get at least 65 million.
You're right.
So Biden needs to get 66 million. and all the electoral places where he needs to win too.
You're asking for that now.
Hey man, that's what's going to have to happen.
We're gonna have to
hang chads.
Look, I gotta be saying. But yeah, bro, I don't know.
Hanging chads.
I don't know. I would love to educate some people
into the first on the Amigos.
I would love to educate some people into the minds of African Americans so they would understand how we really feel.
Right.
But some people don't want to hear that. Some people will just think you're complaining.
Yeah. Which we are.
Don't we have the right to?
But we have a right to, and our voices should be heard.
And my favorite thing is always hearing when you say like this, from 400 years of slavery, were you ever oppressed? Have you ever oppressed another individual? No. Have white people done it? Yeah. All right then. Have black people been slaves? Yeah. Who were their oppressors? White people. Oh. So when I look at you and I get put it like this, what if we did some research and we found out that your family oppressed my family? How would you think I would feel about that?
Mean, bad, belligerent.
Do you think I would be upset? Don't you think I would want some type of reparation?
Some reparations, please.
Something. Your family owes my family. You wouldn't have what you have without mine.
Please.
Oh, so it's just kind of like your way of life wouldn't be effective without the slave trade. Is what it is. I can be mad about it because the things that happened due to slavery and after slavery were still very prevalent up until about what history tells you, like 50 years ago. So,
shoot, it's still going on today.
I think I have a lot to be mad about. The idea of gentrification, the idea of redlining, gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering is what's going to come into factor on November 3rd.
Oh, it will.
I was like, we're going to see who's going to vote.
I mean, shucks.
We're going to see who's going to vote.
I mean, shucks. You have to turn in your ballot by like August if you wanted to count.
Yeah, for absentee.
You want to count in November. Because, you know, they have defunded the post office. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you defunded the post office, but not.
How are you supposed to get our mail then?
I still get mail every day.
You're going to defund the post office. You're going to stop support for the HWO and the CDC. What are you doing? Get them out. Vote for Biden, everybody. You want shotguns in schools to stop grizzlies?
Y'all heard Chris. Vote for Biden.
Vote for Biden, y'all. Just vote. I don't care if you hate him or not. Just vote for him so we can get this idiot out. I'm tired. I'm not tired because he's really funny. Trump is like the funniest president I've had in my lifetime. I don't know about you, Bryce. I'm laughing every day.
I mean, I find something to laugh at on a regular.
I'd be like, Trump did what? He's taking away funding from the black people again. We gotta pay our student loans tomorrow.
Yeah, if anybody's going to the polling place, just know you're in for an uphill battle.
We are going to the polls.
Like, you have to be there at like 2 a.m.
I'll be there at 7. I'll be there as soon as they open, as usual.
You can be there as soon as they open. You know there's going to be a line though.
No, I'm usually like the first 1 or 2 people there in Detroit. In my neighborhood, I'd be like, "Hey, what up, though?" He's like, "You first again, Chris?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm here again."
I'm gonna request that day off in advance because I know like I'm gonna place my vote. I'm going to vote. I need you to understand that like I'm going to probably be at the polling office all fucking day because they cut the amount of polling offices in every city by like half.
Strategically too.
So when you brought up the fact of like gerrymandering, yes, it's going to play a huge factor.
It's going to make a huge factor.
Because if you can only get X amount of people, if you only have X amount of polling places, but like, put it like this. If I were to look up how many polling places are going to be open for the 3rd of November in the city of Philadelphia, knowing that there's like let's do this. What's the population of Philadelphia sits at 1.5 million people. And this is like from the census in 2018, 1.5 million. So I can only imagine that this number is even higher at this point.
So they're taking away polling places in a city of 1.5 million. At least half of those people are voting citizens.
Yes. It's actually higher.
How many people are like 18 and over?
In the city, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I mean, based on the census, you could, but
if I want to look at census data, yeah, I'm not about to do that right now.
Yeah, we ain't about to do that.
We ain't about to do that. But no, I'm looking at it. Like, I don't know what's right and what's not. This is from like macrotrends.net talking about the city of Philadelphia. The current population in Philadelphia in 2020 is at like 5.7 million people.
Right.
And just imagine 5.7 million people trying to vote at like 6 different places. I don't care if your polling office is open from 5 to 10. It's not. It won't work.
It's not. The Constitution Party. What is this?
That's a thing?
Yeah. Oh, someone from Michigan's on here too. Oh, snap. Moving on.
We can move on for sure. We ran about something in regards to voter suppression and rights every week.
Oh yeah, we do.
It's like us protesting.
And we're gonna keep talking about it until something happens.
We definitely will. We definitely will. I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. If you don't like it, then go somewhere else.
I might stop because I'm a moderate, but
God damn it, Chris.
I mean, gerrymandering helps both parties. However, the last few parties that it's been dreadful was when a Republican has won. So, AKA Bush, AKA Trump.
Either way, I sent you a little special piece of information earlier today, Christopher Kent.
Oh my gosh!
I just wanted.
I started looking at it like at lunch, and I got emotionally provoked, so I put it away.
And you warned me about that.
Now I'm going to look back at it.
So what I sent Chris, everybody, it's from Level Medium. So they're a hip hop magazine. They proposed a question. They proposed a question, everybody. Who's having the best rap career after 40? Who's having the best rap career after 40? So we're going to take a look at the 40 over 40 in hip hop. Whether Chris agrees with this list or not is up to him.
I remember that album from Puff Daddy.
So this is the first number 40 on the list is Puff Daddy, aka P Diddy, aka he has other acronyms, nicknames. I just don't know them.
Sean Combs. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Combs. Yeah. He's released 3 projects after he turned the age of 40. He's 50, by the way, if no one knew.
He's old.
P Diddy is 50 years old. He's released 3 projects, 1 solo, 2 collaborative. Best project released after 40 by whatever, whoever made this list was Last Train to Paris with Dirty Money. Yep. The best song he's released after 40 was Hello, Good Morning. I don't think so.
No.
Cause I'm Coming Home was a very I enjoyed that song. I thought that was probably
Coming Home was his best one.
I think that was probably the best song he's released after 40. It was on that Last Train to Paris album.
Yeah, that's the only song I know from that album.
That's literally the only song that you know from that album. But we all can admit that Puff Daddy, P Diddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's had an amazing career. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like this. Yeah, you listened to P Diddy all the time back in the day. I did not.
No.
I thought he was a great producer. I thought he was really great when Big was around. I didn't think his rap career was great, but he's a great businessman. He's definitely made his mark on hip hop and the world, for that matter. Ciroc, Sean John was really big.
Sean John.
I think he has another liquor out there. He opens I think he owns a couple clubs and restaurants and things like that. Music label. Yeah, I think P Diddy's done a lot for the game, but
Bad Boy.
Bad Boy, yep.
Bad Boy Records. Bad
Vote or Die.
Bad Boy.
Vote or Die.
Yep. Oh yeah, he did do that, didn't he?
Yeah, when he was dating J-Lo.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, I think P Diddy definitely gave a lot to the world. Does he deserve to be on the list? For sure. Does he deserve 40? I think he deserves to be at 40. What about you, Chris? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Compared to the people we're about to talk about, I think he should be higher.
You think? Yeah.
A little bit higher. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe not 40. That's that is.
So just moving on, we're gonna go on to Too Short. I don't understand why Too Short is on the list.
I don't even know who Too Short is, first of all.
Facts.
Second of all.
So Too Short's 54. He's released 11 projects after he turned 40. 9 of them have been solo projects.
Let me look this up. What did he do? Let's go to my iTunes.
Blow the whistle.
Oh yeah.
that is the biggest song that Too Short has released after 40.
Too Short. Goodness gracious.
Too Short, yes. I don't even know I only know Too Short. What group was he with? Wasn't Naughty by Nature, was it?
I don't think so.
He was with some rap group back in the day.
Oh, that one. Okay. That's Too Short. Okay.
Blow the whistle.
Okay. Oh, he did a lot of songs with G-Eazy, Wiz Khalifa.
He did do a lot of songs with Wiz, The Ghetto. We can look at his discography real quick. Too Short was one of those guys I never listened to. I always heard the features. I wasn't really oh yeah, this dude is dope. He's from Oakland, California, which is cool.
Yeah. I'm a player. Okay.
All I know is that Too Short's, Yeah, all I really remember about Too Short is that his lyrics were very raw.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean raw, I mean he was just downright just telling girls he was about to get down. That's it. I'm about to do this. Like we gonna have sex. That's it.
I'm a player.
Blow the whistle, shake that monkey. Shake that monkey. I remember Shake That Monkey.
Goodness gracious. Anyway, next one. Busta Rhymes.
Busta, what it is right now. Busta, what it is. Yo, Busta Rhymes had it. Busta Rhymes
coming on. Yeah, he did. He should be higher. He was
under
Chris Brown.
Definitely be higher, bro.
He's up there with Chris Brown.
But we're talking about best rappers after 40. We're not going for like a whole career. We're not going for a whole catalog. We're just talking about after 40.
Oh no, yeah, that was before he was 40. Shoot.
His career super blew up before 40. He's 48 years old as of right now. If you guys were wondering, best project released since he turned 40 was Year of the Dragon with Q-Tip. I don't even think I heard Year of the Dragon with Q-Tip. And the best song apparently was Calm Down. So I haven't heard any music from Busta Rhymes after he turned 40, obviously. But yeah, moving into number 37, Juicy J. Now this is a guy I feel like that should be a lot higher after turning the age of 40. He's 45. He's only released one project since he turned 40 years old. Whatever that is.
I mean, I know who Juicy J is, but who? After 40?
Juicy
man,
J.
rap man, you should have got them royalties, bro. I'm playing.
Jeezy
having the best rap career.
Young Jeezy coming in at 36 at the age of 42. Young Jeezy has dropped 2 projects. Best project being Team I 104. I have to say, yeah, probably Legend of the Snowman. Not his best album. Will never top Team I 101. Even the Recession album. That was a good one too.
Yep.
Best song released after 40 was Bottles Up. I don't remember how Bottles Up went.
Me neither.
But I just thought, Jeezy played such a very integral part in my childhood growing up. I feel like he should be higher, personally.
He should be higher.
But if they're just basing it off of like projects they released after 40, then I guess it's pretty accurate. Not saying that I still listen to people
like it's accurate. Accurate. Besides P. Diddy. P. Diddy should be higher.
You think? Outside of P. Diddy being higher, like what are you gonna do? Coming like 30?
Coming home.
30? You gonna put him in at 30?
We need to see what the rest of this list look like because if Cameron is number 35, P. Diddy needs to be 35. Above 435.
Cameron, I mean, you want to move P. Diddy up, you can put him in 30. Cameron was at 35. Now, this is an individual I feel like should be higher. MF Doom. Doom. If you guys have never heard MF Doom and you guys want bars,
this guy, man.
Bars, this is the guy you need to get at.
He does have bars.
He's 49 years old. He's dropped 4 projects since turning 40 years old. All of them have been collaborative albums, which lets you know that people want him on their songs. If you guys haven't heard MF Doom, then you guys haven't really heard hip hop.
He could be a wrestler.
With that mask. Doom. But if you guys haven't heard MF Doom, you guys don't know rap music, in my opinion. Like you've never heard rap music if you never heard MF Doom. You don't like hip hop.
And if you don't vote for Joe Biden on November 3rd, you ain't black. I'm playing.
You gotta let this go. No, I'm joking.
I'm playing, y'all. I'm gonna play it. Go ahead.
Rock Marciano. I don't really remember a lot of Rock Marciano's music.
Me neither. All right. Inspect the Deck.
Inspect the Deck. Again, if you're a person who doesn't know hip hop, you never heard Inspect the Deck, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. He was a big part of Wu-Tang. If you're a Wu-Tang guy, you know Inspect the Deck. Missy Elliott coming in at 31. I feel like Missy Elliott should be higher.
Virginia's own.
I feel like Missy should be higher.
Well, I didn't really listen to a lot of Missy Elliott, so I don't know what I'm talking about. In this conversation.
I get it.
I didn't listen to a lot of Missy Elliott.
But she's produced so many hits for a lot of different people.
Yeah, she has, yeah. I thought we were going by the raps.
We go by the rap. Again, after was it
not just producing.
I mean, yeah, I was bringing in catalog, but I was like, they're going by this list based off what they did after 40. I was going with catalog. I feel like she should be higher just based off the strength of that.
Are they going by the album that she did with like at the time of the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl? Yeah.
Okay.
They're just going with music that they made after the age of 40. She's only come out with one album since then. So I was like that album that came out the year of the Super Bowl.
Shoot.
And coming in at number 30, Mr. Andre 3 Sets.
This is blasphemous.
Now this look.
It's not blasphemous. However, we didn't think he was going to come out with an album.
He said he was done making music. He's not making music. This one is a little disrespectful. Andre 3000 got out with 30. He's come out with 0 projects, 0 albums after turning 30. And like the greatest music moment apparently he's had after 40 was appearing on Frank Ocean's Solo. It's a song off his last album called Reprise. I don't give a damn what you say. Andre 3000 should not be at 30. I don't care if he like touched one person's song. He just gave you a couple bars.
He gave you some bars after he said he ain't gonna rap no more.
Any song Andre 3000 hops on is an instant hit. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. Like he makes songs better.
Right, just by having his name, you could just put his name on the album and he'd not be on the album.
I'd probably buy it just because like they said Andre 3000 on it. Like I listen to this guy Andre. Right. He collaborated on this album somehow. So yeah, I think Andre 3000 should be higher here. That's just my personal opinion. Coming in at 29, Mr. Weston.
Mr. President of the United States, 2020, the Get Out story, Mr. Kanye himself.
Mr. Kanye West, sitting at the ripe age of 42, Kanye West has released 4 projects since turning 40, 2 solo, 2 collaborative. Best project being released after turning the age of 40 has been Jesus is King. For those who don't know, that was the album that dropped on Christmas this past year.
Yep.
I listened to it. Listen to both of them.
It's
not bad. Not bad.
I only listened to like 3 songs from that album. Just because they were start off,
Yeah. Kanye's gone a bit off the deep end as of late, but he's emotionally scarred.
He's in the ocean right now.
He's swimming somewhere. We don't know where. He's swimming. Moving up to 28, we have Method Man.
Method Man.
Method Man. I didn't even know Method Man was still making music. I just expected him to be on the new Power series coming out.
Oh yeah. Cash rules everything around me.
Apparently, Method Man. I didn't know he was that old. He's like 49.
Oh, he was old when he did Cash rules everything around.
I know he was.
He sounded old.
The money, dollar bill, y'all. But he's released 5 projects, 2 solo, 3 collabs. The best project apparently is called A Better Tomorrow with the Wu-Tang Clans. They did that reunion album. They did that comeback album.
What?
Greatest music moment he's had so far was rhyming on Tiana Taylor's "Gonna Love Me" remix. I heard the remix. It was sharp. So yeah, Method Man, like growing up, man, I was like Method and Red were 2 different guys. I didn't really get into their music until I got to college for real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro, like when I was just listening to like some old Redman albums the other day, and I was like, this nigga fire. Like Redman can spit.
He was.
Redman can spit. Method Man can spit too. Method Man can for sure spit too. He has that timeless classic with Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Which is a remake of the older song.
Remake of another song, but like he floated on that one.
It was a really good song. It was a really good remake. I like it.
It was. Moving on to 27, we have.
Wait, hold up. Wasn't that a Coca-Cola commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I think it was.
Shut that music down, mother. That was funny.
But moving on to number 27, we have the Trill, Mr. Bun B himself.
Goodness
Staying
gracious.
at the young age of 47, he's released 3 projects since turning the age of 40. Trill Static was the best project, and apparently the best song was called Blood on the Dash. Bun B was another guy I didn't really get into until he dropped that one song with Drake not too long ago. I can't remember it. He dropped the song with Drake not too long ago that introduced me to Bun B. And then that's when I found out what Trill was.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's very own. I love Bun B as a rapper. I think his music is just something you could ride to.
Right.
I loved him with UGK.
I forgot about UGK.
Yeah, RIP Pimp C. RIP Pimp C. But yeah, Trill. Yeah, Bun B was real. Bun B was real, man. Bun B was real. Love the Trill. Moving into 26, we got Mr. Jim Jones, Mr. Ball himself.
Jones.
Another member of the Diplomats, aka Dipset. I don't know why I can't think of his name, aka Dipset. Jim Jones stands at 43 years old. He's dropped 3 projects since he turned 40. Diplomatic Ties was the best project, and that was pretty much a Dipset reunion with Cameron and Jewels. I love Jones, bro. I think Jones is given a lot of. I think he's done a lot for the game.
Yeah,
I love Jones. He's giving us some timely classes like balling or like We Fly High. No, that's We Fly High. Like he gave us We Fly High. I don't know. I got them confused. Gave some timeless classes like We Fly High.
Yeah.
Penny in the summer. Penny in the summer. Penny in the summer. That's the best song he came out with after 40. I probably might have to listen to a couple songs off this list just to see what they're talking about. Coming in at 25, Big Boy himself, the other half of Outkast.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this selection. I think Big Boy also gave a lot to the game.
Right.
Moving on to 24, we got our man Nasir, aka Nas. AKA Nas. Nas has dropped a couple. I thought he dropped he dropped a few more projects after he turned 40.
Yeah, me too. I thought
he did. But yeah, he's only 46.
6 years. Yeah. Give me about 2 projects.
He's only 46, but like everybody knows Nasty Nas, bro. That's who it is, man. The artwork, the catalog speaks for itself. At 23, we have Fabulous. I didn't expect Fabulous to be this high, but Summertime Shootout was a banger. He was on Uptown Vibes with Meek, and that was also a banger.
It was a banger.
So yeah, Fab definitely has come a long way amidst legal disputes and problems. Sucks. Yeah, it's Fab. I can respect the 23. I don't think it's too high. I don't think it's too low.
Respect it.
Now this was the one that surprised me. Like this kind of blew my mind when I got here. 22. I didn't know Jay Electronica was that old. Like I really did not know Jay Electronica was that old.
43.
Jay Electronica is like he's a Frank Ocean type of guy. He comes and goes.
I forgot about Jay Electronica until I looked at this list.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like everyone forgets he made music.
I was like, oh. Just like the next person on this list.
He's only dropped one album.
I forgot that Q-Tip was making music. I forgot about him.
The fuck?
I forgot about Tribe and everything.
I didn't even know Q-Tip still made music.
I was like, oh.
I didn't know Q-Tip was still making music. I saw this list and I was like, this Q-Tip. We got E40 E40 going in at number 20, still pouring in strong at the ripe age of 52. He's released 22 projects since turning 40.
What'd you say?
E40 has dropped 20. E40 dropped 22 projects since turning 40. His greatest music moment was stealing the spotlight from Big Sean on "I Don't Fuck With You" after the age of 40, and he wrote that verse. He
did. It's like, wait a minute, that's me. That's my verse.
Coming in at number 19, we have Snoop D-O-double-G, Mr. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
You know what? I'm not really mad at this. I fuck with it.
Did you see him during the verses?
And he was just dancing.
They put the hip hop Harry music behind him. Go. I was like, dang, they have no chill.
Yeah. I don't know. Snoop's just doing his thing. I don't know who Fonte is.
Me neither. Skip. Jadakiss. Number 17.
I mess with Jada, bro. This is my guy. Jadakiss is like number 17. That's fine. Jadakiss with the iconic laugh. DJ Quick, 16.
DJ Quick.
Ishmael Butler.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe, yeah, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe can go. Yeah. Raekwon.
Oh, Chris. You know Chris.
Oh my gosh. She keep on saying, who am I? Who am I?
Oh shit. My bad. You look cute. Oh my god, babe, are you going bald?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, he's going bald, guys.
Hmm?
He's going bald. We might have to get the Bosley sponsorship.
I got a fade all the way around. Why your
hair look weird?
What do you mean? My hair always like that. Happens when I let my hair grow out and I get it cut.
Stop doing that shit.
We might have to get the Bosley sponsorship.
Yeah, you.
I guess you cute, whatever.
Oh man, we're gonna have to cut this podcast short, y'all.
You said what? He was talking about the podcast.
Oh, sorry, y'all delete that.
It's too late. We don't delete anything.
We don't delete nothing. We on live, man. We on live.
We're just gonna finish up the list here. Raekwon rounding it at 13. Common at 12.
Common though.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad, but Common.
2 Chainz coming in at number 11, just outside the top 10. I think 2 Chainz is giving us so much since he turned 40.
He started rapping when he was 40. What are you talking about?
Basically, he look. Rapper go to the league.
He started going huge when he turned 40.
Number 10, we have LP from Run the Jewels. Now this is starting to get more like how I like it.
Right.
Styles P at number 9. I didn't even know Styles P was still making music. Rick Ross at number 8. Eminem, a Detroiter, coming in at number 7.
He was almost 50, man.
He's so old. Ghostface Killer. For sure, Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Kill.
Yeah, it rhymes. Killer Mike in the top 5. That is another thing with Run the Jewels. Killer Mike got bars. And he's also a very smart man.
Very smart. Very articulate. Very political nowadays because of, the stuff that's happening in Atlanta.
I was raised. Black Thought coming in at number 4. I do believe that's right.
Black Thought. Oh, speaking of Black Thought, one of the founding members of the Roots have passed away today.
Who was that?
I forgot his name, but forgive me for forgetting his name. But one of the founding members of the Roots passed away today.
That's very sad.
It wasn't Questlove or Black Thought, so Jimmy Fallon still has a band.
And now we move into the top 3 of the list.
Top 3, guys. Pusha T, number 3.
Now this I can agree with because Daytona was an amazing album.
Yeah.
Daytona was an amazing album. He's only dropped 1 album since he turned 40. And then he killed Drake with the story of Adidon. So
yeah.
Number 3 is well deserved. At number 2, coming in at the age of 43 years old, Royce the 5'9". I'm not sure if you heard this last album.
I didn't hear his last album at all.
Did you read Book of Ryan?
No.
Book of Ryan he had Book of Ryan and he dropped Prime in the same year, or Prime 2 in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
But no, those are both 2 solid albums. If you haven't heard them, I say give it a listen.
Yeah.
And coming in at number 1.
I'll give him a listen.
And coming in at number 1, of course,
Mr. Sean Carter himself, Jay-Z. 444. What else did he have? He had
he had the Carter. He had the
Magna Carta.
At the 40, yeah.
Yeah. What else did he have?
Collab album with Beyonce.
Yeah, collab album with Beyonce, and he had the collab album with Kanye West after 40.
Was that after 40?
I believe it was. It was 2011, right? That had to be after 40.
Yeah, right.
That had to be. That was a fire album. I think it was better than 444. Yeah. In my case, because I didn't like 444 like that, but it was a good album. No.
All right, so
it was a good song, but as a whole album, I liked Watch the Throne better.
All right, so we've broken down the top 40 artists over 40.
Yeah.
That was a lot. We did talk about a lot.
What are you looking at?
Why do you do these things?
This is not funny.
It's funny to you?
She just cuts you out. You just smiling. It's a great day.
Yep. This is a normal day in the house.
No, it's not.
Another perfect day.
Another perfect day.
You mean to me.
Anyway.
All right, Bryce. Don't make me come down there. I will. I will come down there.
You will come here, Chris?
I will come down there. Just so I can get my pretzel.
Just for the pretzels?
Just for the pretzels. I'll be like, what up, Bryce? I'm here for the pretzels.
Take it to the pretzel factory.
Don't say that. My mouth is watering.
Oh. Hey.
What'd she say?
Tastes like bread made by white people.
That means it's good.
That means it's good.
This is gonna be good. I know how you feel, Bryce. I know how you feel. But yeah, we did talk about a lot.
We did talk about a lot today, Chris. This hasn't been our best episode, but we're trying to work through some things.
Yeah, man. We gotta do this at like Saturday morning or something.
We might have to. We
might have to move to Saturday mornings.
That's totally fine with me. If I'm not doing anything, we can definitely do it on a Saturday when no one's busy.
Yeah, but this Saturday we have the second part of the only not the Amigos, the Great Debaters.
It will have to be without me, my friend.
Yes, it's gonna be hilarious.
I will catch it on the YouTube channel.
You can catch it on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We are everywhere now.
Yeah. Even this podcast. Even this one. All through Chris. And if you are looking at the YouTube link, please check out Crisscross Studios where you can get all this delicious and smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button.
And hit up the Patreon too.
And hit up the Patreon, $5 a month, so Bryce can get paid.
We, not Bryce, we.
Oh yeah, I am your co-host for this one. So yeah, so I can get paid.
Yes.
I want to get paid.
Think about the show. But want to leave you guys here now. We appreciate everybody tuning in to the show. To all those out there, thank you. Peace, love, and respect. And as always, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Car cares fine for Flint, Little Miss Flint.
Give us a 5-star rating.
Give us a 5-star rating. RIP, Breonna Taylor.
Right.
RIP Elijah. RIP Ahmad.
Right.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the Only Amigos. We'll get at you guys sometime next week, I think. I'm not sure.
I don't know either, because I'm going on vacation.
Oh, David, never mind. We'll see you guys in my 2 weeks.
So we might have to do the episode. Tired as hell.
Dude, it's all right. Where you going for vacation?
All right. I don't know. I'm just gonna drive somewhere.
All right, fair enough. I'm not gonna ask any questions. All right. Yeah. Chris, I'll get at you later, man.
All right. See ya.
See ya.